So one thing that I try and remember so I'm like 6 feet tall, so reaching the ground isn't as big of an issue for me. But if you have like a really heavy bike or you're vertically challenged, then trying to back up and like muscle your bike up a hill or like turn around can be an issue. So you definitely want to make sure that you have an exit strategy if you end up getting into a situation where you're probably gonna have to back up, or like I want to go take a picture with my bike over there, so I'm gonna try and swing wide to where I will have an exit strategy and hopefully not have to try and like push my way back up this hill. As if I get down to where I can't, then you're in trouble. You're not going to be able to, if you're not a very big person, you're not going to be able to muscle your bike back up to where you want it to be. So just try and think ahead and have an exit strategy when you're trying to pull into places. Otherwise you're going to get yourself into trouble. That's not going to be very fun. But this is a pretty cool little spot. So I'm gonna roll my way down here. So I'm gonna try and stay on the flat spots. So hopefully when I go to back up, then I'll be able to push my way back and not have to worry about it turning out badly. Oh, that's pretty cool. So when I pulled down here, I made sure not to go too far that way. It's probably super hard to see on GoPro because everything on a GoPro is just completely flat every single time. So there's a flat spot up here and then it drops off pretty good. I didn't really want to get that close to the water because it's water. So I'm gonna try and back up over here. And then in my opinion, you probably ought to like back up to where it kind of starts dropping off down that way, because that's better than getting too close to that edge. And I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but it drops off like super aggressively that way. And then this is all gravel, so it can be super slick. And if you start spinning your tires, then that may not turn out well for you. So gonna try to back up. You may have to kind of go to a flatter spot or a spot that's a little better and then start backing up, which may be difficult. You can also get off the bike if you really needed to, which is not ideal. Not really what I want to do. So I'm like 6 feet tall, decently big human, and it's kind of a rough time trying to get this to go back up. So I'm gonna get off the bike and try and muscle it a little more. Yeah, that was way easier. So actually what you want to do is get off the bike and then try and pull it up, which, as I said, I'm not like a super small human, so it's probably a lot easier for me than some other people. But I kind of backed it up, And then now that I'm on flatter ground, I can actually push it back with my legs. And then if you're trying to go up, I got the clutch in first gear. I'm using my middle finger to hold the front brake so then I don't roll. And then you can kind of take your wrist and just roll your wrist as you're giving it gas, and then start letting off